Hi everyone and welcome to Just Love. My name is Paula and I'm here with Judy. Hi Judy.
Hi Paula, hi everyone.
Consciousness is energy. We've spoken about this many times. We've also spoken about how our consciousness is expanding. For me, in a sense, that means that we are seeing things for what they truly are. Judy, how would you describe what it means for our consciousness to expand both personally and collectively? It still is a question that is so thought-provoking.
Yes, Paula, consciousness, like everything in the universe, is energy, and energy manifests on a limitless range of frequencies referred to by science as the electromagnetic scale. The frequency or speed on which energy vibrates is the only real difference between everything in the universe. For example, the molecular vibration of solid matter is slower than that of water or steam. In fact, a great example is that of ice, water and steam. When yet another form of energy is brought into play in the form of heat, the molecular frequency of ice is speeded up. Thus it becomes a finer substance, water. Further heating speeds it up more to an even finer state of steam.
Good to bring it right back to the basics. And the point is, even in such a simple example, it's important to understand that another form of energy, heat, is required to set the change in motion.
Yes, exactly. As we've been talking about in our podcasts, more energy in the form of light is coming into the planet and affecting human consciousness. It's having the same effect on it as heat does with ice and water, raising it to a higher and finer vibrational frequency. At the same time, unlike with ice, the raising of our consciousness involves free will. It doesn't happen automatically. We ourselves must play a conscious role through our free will by tuning into positivity rather than negativity. Positive, loving thoughts enable the light to transmute our consciousness to higher, finer frequencies, whereas negative, non-loving fear blocks the ascension process. And remember, the fear referred to here is that which fuels all racism, religious intolerance, bullying and judgmental behaviour. The energy of this fear is the driving force behind all wars.
Yes, unlike ice, we play a very important conscious role in the transmutation process in that we have the free will to make the choice between love and fear. Still, it's not easy.
That's for sure. Life on Earth is not always easy and in fact can be extremely challenging, but simply being aware and doing our best to practice unconditional love is all that is asked of us.
Still on the subject of vibrational frequency, the difference between you, Judy, on planet Earth and Alorca, the Zeta Gray, is the vibrational frequency. Alorca is vibrating at a higher frequency and therefore has access to a more expanded consciousness than you. This would include information on all sorts of things.
Oh, wow, yes, and I'm so aware of this difference. The problem is trying to retain this awareness when I come back down here into the human body, which only has a 10% conscious brain. This is so frustrating. What is important to remember is that in the greater reality, all of us are souls, spanning all 10 levels of the whole human ladder. You could look upon the human ladder as an illustration of your own soul. As we open up to higher and higher levels of our soul's conscious awareness, we are attaining self-realization. We tend to think of self-realization as being a Buddhist thing, but remember the biblical maxim, man, know thyself. This is self-realization being referred to here. We attain this through cultivation of a positive outlook, fueled by a spiritual practice of some sort, which helps the transmutation of our energy.
Yes, good advice. Given that our consciousness is expanding and we are all participating in this great awakening, some people are experiencing gifts that they believe will assist humanity. There are many and varied ways that this is happening. Many people feel that they are being called to share what is that they deem as their gift. It is though what is written in their heart is to be shared at this time, always guided by being authentic and with love and compassion.
Yeah, Paula, that's for sure. It's to do with opening up consciously to energy frequencies beyond 3D, and to do this we have to get past the 4D tests of fear and ego, which is what the New Age movement has been all about. It's been about enabling people to access higher sensing, such as clairvoyance, psychic abilities, mediumship, etc., to test their intentions and how they use these abilities. Are they being used in a loving, selfless and compassionate way, or are they being used for self-aggrandizement and or greed? Another test has been, how do we react to those who have these abilities and who are able to see ghosts, ETs, UFOs, etc.? Do we accept the fact that such things are possible, or do we pull our sceptical security blanket of scoffing and cynicism over our heads and flatly deny any such possibilities that may exist outside of our limited and fear-induced 3D bubble?
3D bubble. I reckon it's time for us to burst through our limiting 3D bubble.
Definitely. And a way to do this is, as our ET teacher Maris has explained, always look for three things in every situation to bring in more depth. And with the New Age movement, the third test has been to enable us to check our inner sensing. There has been a lot of disinformation and trickery in play, which has really bubbled up to the surface in this New Age. This has been particularly evident in some of the channel messages that have been picked up over the years, with messages from Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, Space Brothers, Jesus, Ascended Masters, etc., etc., who have made themselves known and passed on many messages and prophecies, often giving dire warnings of drama and fear. Some are genuine and many are not. But this is not necessarily the fault of the psychic giving the message. They may very well have received it in good faith.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to dealing with energies outside of 3D, it's very easy to get caught, especially if the energy connecting into our mind claims to be an angel or another religious figure of some sort. And the thing is, they show themselves. Negative ones can still take on a beautiful or angelic appearance.
I think there's even a warning somewhere in the Bible to beware of negative energy disguised as a being of light. The reptilian controllers can certainly disguise themselves in this way, so learning to sense deeply into the energy of the being is so important. What too is not generally known is that in the 1950s, technology was developed right here on Earth, which enables projected thoughts and voices to be placed in the heads of anyone with psychic abilities. This is related to the remote viewing carried out for spying purposes by the military. With this in mind, when you hear or read such messages and prophecies, just check in with your inner senses and ask yourself, is this message coming from love or fear? Is it of benefit to humanity, or is it playing up to our ego? Is it being used to put others down or to purposely cause fear? Remember, the reptilian controllers feed off fear. Also, genuine higher beings tend to not use titles or make claims, so just keep your senses alert if the message comes from Archangel so-and-so or Lord or Master somebody or other, or any religious figure. In such cases, it may very well not be genuine.
Yes, it's all about learning discrimination and taking the time and space to deeply sense into the energy behind the words, whether they're spoken or written. I remember you talked about this in your book, Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, with someone putting the greys down and claiming to be in contact with a Palladian who called himself Lord So-and-so. Genuine ETs do not ever use such titles.
Yes, Paula, I know the passage you're talking about. I checked it out recently and it's on pages 82, 83 and 84. And as mentioned, another friend just happened to have read the same book, and she had worked as a cult buster in connection with the charismatic movement, so knew very well the pointers to look out for. She picked up straight away on the questionable nature of the information. So, if you'd like to read more of this, my books are available from Amazon and can be ordered via links on the website listed below. And they are Human by Day, Zeta by Night, followed by the Zeta Message, then Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, Lessons in History, and my two most recent books, both Kindle editions and both also available in German, An Interview with an Alien, Comments by an Undercover ET, and Cosmic Spirituality, Blending Religion and Science in Oneness from an Off-Planet Perspective.
Thank you so much, Jude, and thank you everyone for listening. Please share, like and subscribe, Sending you all much love, and bye for now.